Hey everybody. This is my classroom. Being the self-contained teacher at the middle school, I thought maybe it might be helpful just to take a look at one way to set it up. So this is the front page. It looks like this. If we go all the way back to where kids would see their classes, they see their allied arts classes stuff, and then they see my class there. And that's where they get all their content area from. And so if you go up here to the classwork tab, we don't actually use the stream tab for anything. We go to classwork. And the way I've chosen to lay out my classroom is by day. So I create a topic for a day. So here was yesterday, and I've been numbering the days. As you create topics, they're automatically organized over here on the left. So kids can go back and see any day since we started this 22 days ago. Oh, that's right. This isn't yesterday. This is today. Sorry. I'm making today. I'm making tomorrow right now. You can schedule ahead of time. So I'm making tomorrow's class right now. This is today. And so the way I have done this is the topic, when I go to create, I create the topic down here and I call it the day and date. And then underneath that, the assignments are the things kids need and the classes. So my first assignment here isn't really an assignment. It's just material. I create material, and it's a copy of our weekly work calendar that kind of overviews the week. And I've had the kids use a Google form. That's a daily work checklist. And that form follows the same order of all the work here in the classroom. So it starts with advisory and it goes through science. And they just use that. They check off their work as they do it. They use that to stay organized. I can explain more about that if anyone's interested. So then the kids just work through the day. So after they get oriented and get organized, they start with advisory, our morning meeting. We use Flipgrid, and we do sharing every single day in Flipgrid. And I reply back, and that's one way we do our morning meeting. And I also share a little bit about the farm too. And then science is the first class. And here in this assignment is actually a class. I have the directions. I have any links they need. We're using BrainPop mainly. So you can see if they click on that link, it takes them right to the BrainPop assignment for the day and the work they're going to do there. And then I create any support videos. Like this is I read aloud one of the assignments to them so they can hear it. And this is today's lessons on constellations. So this is a star chart. And then some work they've published that I shared on YouTube with them. So that's science class, and they can just scroll through the classes. So anything they need in con is here, and reflex as well, and then reading next, and anything they need here. This is their, instead of doing it's roll call. Instead of doing a reading log, they fill out a form instead, and a read aloud that we're doing about nature, and then their writing assignments, and here they can see all the examples I've done for them and the directions they need so they get a sense of what to do. So they can just scroll through a whole day's worth of work underneath one topic. And everything is there. If there's stuff like in social studies, this worksheet to pass in, they just turn it in directly through Classroom. And then at the end, I have the help. This is just more material. Help me. And it's a document they can write to me, a live Google Doc, or it reminds them to email me. And then I have just a slideshow filled with links to fun things to do in case they're done and have free time and want to try new things. So that's the general organization of my classroom. It is, again, topic is the day and the date. The classes are the assignments. And inside any one class, the directions are actually just like the extra information. And I found this to be, for both parents and students, based on the feedback I've gotten a lot of it. It's been all positive. This is by far the most clean way to organize a day. Oh, I forgot one. Yesterday I forgot to add this. So if I go back 2 days, every other day has this allied arts material. And this is a reminder for kids to do their allied arts work. So one of the questions that I was discussing with Michelle earlier was, hey, where do allied arts go and how do they fit into the Google Classroom world? Well, at the middle school, we found the best way to do that is for each allied arts teacher to have their own classroom. So kids can easily navigate to that. If they're on their front page, they just see a blue box for, it says PE and a red box that says art, and they just click on that for the specifics that they need. We're finding that to be by far the most streamlined way to do it. But they also wanted some reminders. So this idea of creating this little reminder here inside of our own classroom, that came from students saying, hey, can you just remind us in the classroom to get to those classes? And I said, sure. And so far the feedback's been good. all I have attached here is our weekly work calendar, because on the weekly work calendar is a week's worth of allied arts work. And so we're finding that each allied arts teacher should have their own home-based classroom so they can provide their own links and information. And so they can see all student work in one place at one time, instead of having to go to every single other teacher's classroom, which they would have to be a part of, and look for their work. And that's a lot of bouncing around and an organizational nightmare. So as far as I know, I'm no expert though. So anyway, that's the general gist. I do love the fact that you can schedule things ahead of time. So like today, I'm making tomorrow's. Each day I make the next day's stuff. And what you can do is, because I have this set up now, if you set up something similar, you can go to reuse post. When you create, you don't have to create new every day. You just create to reuse a post. And from there, I can just pick what I did yesterday and then I modify it. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just update the links to the new videos that I made for that lesson, or to the new assignment in Khan Academy, or to the new assignment in BrainPop. And it makes, so you select something and you click the reuse button. It just makes creating a new day much more streamlined and efficient versus recreating everything every day. That's the general gist. Kids can go back and see what they've done in the past if they have late work. I do have them actually, never mind. You guys don't have student email, so it doesn't matter. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Anyone who's interested in setting it up this way, or other questions too. I understand you guys are going to get a little more into the classroom, and so we've been doing it, and I'm happy to help. All right. Bye, everybody. Good luck with everything, and keep on doing the great work you're doing, because I know we really appreciate it on our end. Becky and I do as parents. So thanks.